Hey guys, what's going on? This is Fausto. I'm just doing a quick run through of some of the new stuff with the Logic 10.3.0 update that just came out. So, what I'm doing here is I'm actually drawing in some audio, putting in some MIDI so we can have something to hear back. And they actually set up a great new routing with the buses. So, say you're running Serum or whatever synth you choose, and one of the biggest gripes with Logic is that you'd have to run it to a bus, have a bus run into it, so then you can have a compressor duck it, or you could use a plugin like Nicky Romero and other stuff. And right now they set it up really well, because if you have a drummer track or a drum track or a drum synth, you can actually assign or actually look at the routing on the sends and have it assigned, so it can actually like go ahead and duck your synths, and it's not anything extra, it's already built in. So that's what we're walking through right now. And while we're doing that, you can see that the menu's been updated and that there's actually a new user interface. So you're saying it's a lot brighter and it is a little more customizable. So I'll dig in deeper in that. Look, you can see they updated the menu for drummer, which is pretty neat. Everything's a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. And they're just trying to get everything to match the new aesthetic, obviously, from the new MacBook Pro that just came out. Lots of great new stuff. Winter NAMM's going on, so everybody's dropping all the great new toys and updates, which is okay by me, because looking at the same GUI for so long, you kind of just wait for that change. So as you see, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Also, you can see all the additions of buses that were added. 256, why not? If you got the IO, you can just make these huge, giant Chris Lord algae mixes if you want it. So you see how it's already mapped out for you. There's the buses. So if you know Logic already, and for those of you that don't, here's a quick thing. On most of the compressors, if it's got a sidechain setting, you can actually go to the sidechain. And since it's already mapped out as a bus, instead of you having to send it out, since there's already a bus that has like, whatever kick 1, 2, or 3 running to it, you can actually just set that up. So I'm setting up a compressor. You can either go stereo or dual mono. And check out the sidechain, and bam, right there. You're just gonna go ahead and check the bus you want to use. And like I said, since it is the drum machine, which is really ultra beat with the interface. So you hear it ducking. I'm just trying to find a decent setting so we can actually hear a little bit better instead of just a sine wave. Put my my new major laser pack that I had scored from ADSR. Let's find a cool sound, not a lead. Let's go to church. And I'm trying to save your ears, so I'm not blasting it through my my KRKs just quite yet. Just trying to find a decent sound. Very cool. Saves you a little bit of time and just kind of makes the creative flow a little bit better. You can also see that they just the artwork for all your different drummers has been updated. I don't think I saw any new additions to the drummers. I think it's the same cats. This was mostly aimed at the creative side of the program. This isn't really like additions or updates to plugins. That's what I was kind of checking out earlier with the EQ. I just wanted to see if there's anything that I didn't already read. Um, I really do like the way the interface looks. Like that lighter grayscale is kind of nice. Everything pops and it keeps my my attention really. And I spent a lot of time working, in Logic and Ableton and Pro Tools, and that's definitely one of the things that just drives me absolutely crazy is losing focus because I'm getting bored. They've also added more colors to the color palette, so whenever you're color coding any of your tracks, you have a few more options. We'll check it out right here. And from what I understand, there is a new customizable menu for even better, quicker shortcuts, which is cool. Again, anything that helps your workflow, anything that actually makes your creative side go a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. We got a few updated icons, mostly some of the same. Oh, one of the great things that I'm not showing you is that the summing engine, the actual mix engine is 64-bit now, which is really cool, which was a little bit of a gripe that I had. I started mixing some projects down on my PC in Sonar, which is a great program as well, but this is all about Logic right now. And really, I think it's a great switch and a nice move, and it's again, it was nothing crucial, nothing crazy, so you don't have to relearn the program. Really, it's the aesthetic and a few additions that I actually really like, because in Ableton I just click a button and anything is the input, or I use Nicky Romero's Sidechain plugin. But I'm pretty sure that they're very aware that these things exist, and they're like, wait a minute, we can just build that in. Hopefully, when we get our next update, it'll go a little bit deeper as far as the actual program when it comes to maybe the pitch engine, which I know they're always improving upon. The flex time is always a great tool, but I'm still using Melodyne. I would really, really love if I was able to just stick with Logic and really count on it. And I think it sounds great. I'm just kind of walking through some menus for you. And I think it sounds great, but it still has its sound, and it's kind of harsh versus Melodyne. Melodyne's one of those programs that's super, super transparent. Well, as transparent as you want it to be. So again, just checking out, see if there's anything jumps out to me, anything new. Guys, this has been Foster from DTM Records, Dirty Tokyo Music, Dante and Faust, and a girl named Tiger. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give you a little bit of an idea. Have a good day.